I don't know. I don't even know how much I could talk about this. I'm 20 years old. It's the first year I could vote.
Even at it's hard in general, though.
It's hard for anybody. Everybody listening can relate to the fact that politics are not easy to talk about.
It's confusing, too.
It's
They are
scary
confusing.
to talk about. Yeah. Because, the confusion.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has a full grasp on it because a lot of the principles and stuff like that make up politics are based off of opinions. There's like not a lot of facts.
Yeah.
And there's propaganda.
Yeah.
And slander.
Yep.
It's like, what's a fact? What's an opinion?
Yeah.
I heard some shit about tax percentages, and it's been in my mind this whole time. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then I looked it up, and it was fake.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And everybody was saying it.
I've heard it from at least 5 people so far.
They're like, so how do you feel about, what would happen to your taxes, though?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let me look it up.
Right.
Because 900 people have said this to me. I looked it up, and it was fucking false.
Right. But it's believed.
Someone said some shit about 68%. And I looked it up, and I found 39%.
Right. It's all propaganda.
It's propaganda.
Yeah. It's tough, but it works, unfortunately. Because
it does. Because I had so many people asking me.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, if you're hearing so many facts and you're trying your best to keep up with the news, and it's literally impossible to keep up with.
Don't quote me on 39%. That's what I found on Google.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that is factual. But I'm just saying that the number that was being thrown around was like
skewed a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
No, but while we're trying to keep up with all these facts, it would be actually impossible to keep up with because there's just
it's impossible.
It's far too much information out there to keep up with. You hear something like that, so you're going to run with it until you hear something different. But then also, if you're hearing a bunch of information that is just completely clashing, what do you believe at that point? You know what I mean?
I mean, take this for example. I have the U.S. Electoral College updates on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm refreshing it, and it's on Google, so it's like certified.
Same. Yep, I know exactly.
What I mean?
Yep.
And then as I'm refreshing that, I'm looking at the numbers. I look at the TV screen. The numbers are different.
Everything's
I flip the next channel. The numbers are fucking different again.
Yeah.
Nothing added up at all. And it was all saying live, 2020 live. And none of the numbers added up.
But think about this. It's essentially a bunch of production companies that are putting on that news broadcast. So it's like they're all trying to update at the same time. That's a group of human beings running. It's not a machine. So it's like...
Also trying to explain...
There's delays in timing and everything like that. So that's also an issue too. There's a bunch of human beings working on this, doing their best.
Yeah.
And you can only do your best.
Yeah. And I also think trying to explain it to I have people that I mentor like Jaden, who I've talked to you guys about. And even thinking about trying to explain this to him, if he were to say, hey, why was Virginia called? But Donald Trump is winning. But projections are just people saying, we think this is going to happen. They're just projections. So even that, we still hope. But nobody, it's like you said, it's just people going, we think this is going to be the case.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the last election for 2016, a lot of the projections were very wrong and got switched. So people who thought Hillary Clinton was doing well suddenly were like, what is going on? It's just projections. They're just people making the calls. That's where it gets tricky because... Yeah, there's numbers involved, but it's just these stations wanting to be first, right? That's the big thing. You'll see, blah, 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 got it first. They said this was, and it's like, that's a part of that thing where it's like, are you trying to be first or accurate?
Yeah.
And then if you're accurate, you're taking too long. Well, hurry up already. That's why it's like, it is impossible because you're either too slow or you're too early. And it's like, it's impossible. I think that's why it's frustrating because everybody just wants a straight answer, and we don't get one because there is not an answer right now.
Yeah.
There simply is not one.